guys for tuning back into the next segment of God Proud Moments. Give yourselves a wonderful round of applause. I am your co-host, Fallon Poe. And please be seated. Be seated.
You worked it out, honey. Work it out.
How you guys doing tonight?
We all right.
All right. I see a Tennessee mom in the house. Woo, woo. We see my favorite team in college. So at this moment, we are still talking about making God proud. Is that something that you've ever thought about?
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Every day.
the thing about it is, if you actually listened to the things that we taught over the years, or that was taught that you actually learned, I don't think it was quite the same thing. Let me see if you guys have some of the same experience I had. You know, when you're growing up, your parents, your peers say something, and your environment says something different. So let me see. I want you guys to fill in the blanks. So let me see if you guys kind of have the same experience that I did. All right. You know, when you're growing up and your parents say, what happens at home?
Stay down.
All right, cool. All right, so if you're in school and somebody hits you, you
Hit him back.
gosh, oh my gosh, wow. So somebody's got on your last nerve, and you look at them and say, all right, now I done. Oh gosh. All right, well, and then as you're growing up and you see one of your peers in school, they say snitches get
Stitches.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So we learned kind of the same thing. I just wanted to make sure I was in the right house. All right, so life lessons are taught to you early, and sometimes they just become life after a while. So just like in church, you kind of learn that God has been, I got my house and he's been a pro. Yes, and you learn that, God, yes, Jesus loves me. Right, so you learn that stuff at home and you kind of learn some stuff at school. And I got to ask you, is learning things and, learning someone and knowing somebody, is that the same thing? I kind of felt the same way. Because the first stage of knowing something is learning about it.
Yes.
So as you grow, you kind of get into a little bit of a relationship, and that's where you kind of get to know that person. I've got a short guest here in a little while, and this person's gonna kind of help me for a second, just in a wonderful experiment here. Brother Light, just give it up for Brother Light. Come on to the stage. Yes, give it up for Brother Light. He kind of knew he was. Yeah, she's looking at me like you did not. No. Brother Light here. Have a seat, please. Welcome to God Proud Moments. All right, let's give it up for Brother Light one more time. So, let me move a little closer. See, my stagehand didn't get your mic. It's all right, though. I ain't used the stagehand. It's all right. But the thing about it, Brother Life, thank you for joining us here today on God Proud Moments. You're welcome. You're definitely, is your mic on? Is this mic on? Yes. Oh, thank you. All right. So, Brother Life, actually, we had a meeting last week, right? Wasn't it awesome? Yeah, it was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. The thing about it, Brother Life got a little hiccup in life. And the thing about it, Brother Life had a little hiccup. And throughout the moments, I was telling him that it's your choice whether or not you want to make God proud of you.
Wow.
And it's your choice if you don't want God to be proud of you, right? Is that what we talked about a little bit? That's correct. All right, good. Just want to make sure we're on the same page. Right. So the thing about it is, Brother Life, at the end of that, you look like you were thinking a little bit. I pulled out my laptop and we began to talk, and I said, you know what? We don't need this laptop talk. So at the end of it, Brother Light said, I'm gonna think about it. And Tuesday night, he had a testimony.
All right.
And you want to share your testimony a little bit, Brother Life, about how that experience worked out for you the next few days? Yeah, sure. Tell me about it. Brother Life, everybody.
Come on now.
The little hiccup, I had the opportunity to have the hiccup again, and I chose to drink some water.
Well said.
Very good, Brother Life. Sometimes in life, you get the opportunity to choose a not so good decision, right? And then God presents and again, and you get an opportunity to make him proud.
Yes.
Come on, let's give it up for Brother Life and that wonderful. Thank you so much. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for that. See, the thing about it is during that time, Brother Life got to know a little bit about me and what it is that I do in my community. See, I serve individuals who are not maybe in a good place, and I kind of let them know, look, there's better for you. So during that time, we got a little bit more further in our relationship because Life didn't know exactly what I do. So by spending time with Life, I was able to show him exactly what I do. Not just up here on Sunday morning. And Sister Tamia, my co-host, said earlier, you got to see what people do behind the mic. Or behind the walls of Wonderful Sunday Morning. So I just got a question for you guys. Does anybody have any idea? Let me ask you a question. Does anybody in here, has anybody learned that I eat cereal a different way?
Yes.
Who said yes? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Can you tell me what kind of way do I eat cereal?
You don't like it cold.
I don't like it cold. That's awesome. See, you know what? Let's give her a hand for that, for the wonderful studio audience. But the question is, she learned that about me, right?
Yeah.
So the question is, why do I eat cereal warm or hot? Does anybody know that? I mean, studio audience, yes. Why do I eat cereal warm?
You don't like cold stuff?
Thank you. I don't like cold stuff. See, the crazy thing about it is you have to know me to know that answer, but you could have learned the other answer. I don't like cold stuff at all. So that's what happens when coming with a relationship. Thank you.
Yes.
So, in time, you kind of get a relationship with God and you realize there's some things that He doesn't like. But see, when you learn about it, you learn He's a loving God and He's a provider and He's a way maker. But there are still some things that He just doesn't like. Like He doesn't like when I cheat on my taxes. He just doesn't. Because then He sends the IRS and like, hey, Fallon, you know you've been cheating on your taxes for the last 2 years. We need an IRS audit. And I'm like, God, help me out. He's like, I didn't like that the first time you did it. Isn't that crazy? We do things and we're like, wait, God, help me out. No. But when we want Him to be proud of us, we have to have a real relationship with Him.
Yes, we do.
We kind of have to know what He's saying and what He's not saying.
Yes, God. Yes.
So when you get in a relationship with somebody, you kind of know their ins and outs. Well, not everything about them, but you tend to learn things about them. Over the years, I've learned that there are certain people in my life that don't like pictures taken at certain parts of the day.
All right.
Isn't that crazy?
Come on, yeah.
They're like, oh, let me get on my makeup, honey. Let me put on my hair, honey. Don't do that. I told you not to take that picture. Oh my God, let me put my wig on first. Isn't that crazy, young people? My boys can take pictures all the time. They be like, my girls be like, oh, wait a minute, let me get my hair. And it was an experiment. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes.
I took a picture of the pastor one day and I said, oh my gosh.
Lord Jesus.
She was she was in a different mode. And I was like, you know what? I took the picture because I thought her hair looked nice. And she came back to me and was like, and she looked at the picture, she was like, oh yeah. And like a couple of hours later, she's like, Fallon, I don't like that picture. And I don't like the way why would you take that picture? And she was this. And I was like, you know, I didn't notice you didn't like pictures like that, but it's cool. I won't do it again. I've not taken a picture of her since. You know, she's not on my FaceTime. But because she's in my life, I learned that lesson from her over time. Had I just known her for one day, I would have said, oh my God, she loves to get pictures. But you have to catch people at the right time.
Yes.
So, in essence, I know you're asking, what does this have to do about making God proud? And you've got to know God for yourself and to know what He's saying about you that's going to make Him proud. So when we take time to be with people, like I said, we know what makes them not so happy from what makes them happy.
Right.
And when I spend time with God, as my co-host me said earlier, I actually get to know what He's talking about for me.
Right. Yes, Lord.
So there was a conversation that I had with my mother the other day, and it brought me to tears because literally every morning I get up, I say, God, I just want to make you proud.
Yes.
And in it, she kept saying, Fallon, you're not following directions. And I'm like, well, I do what I do
Lord Jesus.
And I feel like God is proud of me for that. She kept saying, but you're not following directions. And I kept saying, but I'm the only one doing it. I've been doing it for years and years and years. And I'm consistent, as the pastor gave me my accolades earlier. But there is a point in time in your walk with God and you say, you know what? Oh, my flesh won't let me believe that you're proud of me because I cannot follow what you're saying for me to do. Although I'm still doing it.
Right.
Can you realize that even though I've gotten dressed this morning and my hair is a little, redone, there are certain things, like when you feel plaque on your teeth, is it me or do you feel a little bit dirty?
Yes. Yes.
So that means everything's not quite done. So there are times when I'm doing my job or I'm doing what I'm asked to do in the church and my heart isn't quite in it.
Right.
And it's because I have not followed the direction of fasting and praying for that thing that was already on my, on my plate to do. And it's sometimes it says, you know what, God, I got to sit down and I say, what is it that will make you proud of me at this point in time?
Right, is it, God? Yes.
And as I'm beating myself up about not following directions, God said, I'm still proud of you. You're still my child.
Right.
Because he said in Hebrews 12:12, stay in the race. I noticed that you stayed in the race. You're not doing it quite like how I gave you and gave it to you, but you're still in the race. And then you say, in 1 Thessalonians 2:4, you know what? I didn't tell you to please other people. I told you to please me. So you still worried about what your mama and them said, but I told you, worry about what I said. And then he says, in Proverbs 3:5-6, he said, trust in the Lord with all thy heart. Are you still trusting? Are you still trusting in me? And lean not to your own understanding. And all that ways acknowledge. And I'll direct your path. You don't have to be like Pastor Taylor. You don't have to be like Minister Blake. You don't even have to be like JoJo. You gotta be like Fallon. You gotta be like Mary. You gotta be like Kima. You gotta be like
Jesus.
That's right.
See, the thing about it is, when we kind of like thumb through other people's life story, we gotta tell them what it is that you supposed to be doing. And even though my mother is seasoned, and I took her information and I ran with it, but I ran to God and I kept saying, God, you know what? She said I'm not following directions. And it bothered me. So when you got a real relationship with God and you already know what he told you to do, you already said, you know what, there are some things that I have not quite gotten correctly, Jesus.
All right.
Please help me correct them, because I don't want to be in flesh. I don't want all this to be in vain. I don't want when I get up there, you say, you know what, I knew the things that you did, but I didn't know you. So can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, God is proud of you.
Oh, yes.
Simply because you're still in the race. Because you still come to church.
Jesus.
Because you still listen to your parents. Even though sometimes life, they probably don't know exactly what you're dealing with.
Yes.
They probably don't know exactly what the thoughts that go through your head.
Yes. Yes.
They probably just don't know that you're still dealing with some stuff yourself.
Jesus.
And you're not perfect. But because you're not perfect, it doesn't give you an opportunity to continue not to talk to him about your imperfectness.
Come on now. Come
So
on
please
now.
stand all over the building. This is the end of Proud God Moments. I just want to encourage you as you walk on your daily walk and as you go on your day-to-day agendas. Consult God even before you put that first donut in your mouth. Even before you respond to somebody on Facebook. Literally, most of us sleep with our phones by our bed, and that's the first thing we do is flip on social media. So I'm going to encourage you. Give God the first few hours of your day and see exactly what he's talking about before you start talking. And I can tell you from experience, he's still proud. And he still wants you